Are we streaming? Connect streaming software to go live. Okay. Oh my god, are we live? Oh my god. Hold on. There's a delay, I think. Okay. It says excellent condition. Can anyone hear me or can anyone see me? Anything like that. Because I have no idea what I'm doing. And there's a delay on between YouTube and OBS Studio, so I have no idea if we are actually live, if it's actually working, anything like that. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm creative and confused, especially when it comes to technology of OBS and YouTube communicating. So, welcome. I thought that I would do a live stream because I have not had time to actually edit a video and get it out to you. So I want to do a live and check in. I'm trying to see if all of the above. Okay, I want to make sure that everything is working and everything is correct. We can hear me okay, we can see me okay, everything is good. Can we hear the music in the background? That is one of the most important things, because that is what took me the longest, is to make sure that you have background ambiance, because it's important to me that even though this is my first stream, that it is as great as possible. So, I don't know if that's true or not. So there's a delay, and I genuinely can't tell if things are working, and great, we can see, we're fantastic. Okay, hi everybody. So where have I been? It's a great question. If you are a follower of mine on Instagram, you will see that I was very, very sick with the flu in, I think it was January. And it took me forever to get well. I had like 100-something degree fever for like 5 days. I was down for the count, not great. Please use keyframe frequency for 4 seconds or less. Currently, keyframes are not being seen often enough, which can cause buffering. I don't know what that means. Couldn't tell you. Okay. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm trying my best. I have no idea what I'm doing. And we also have a cool thing with my computer where the battery is really, really bad on the laptop, so it could happen that I will just cut out and just die on the stream completely. Great, okay. Okay, where was I? In case you don't know, I have ADHD, and it gets really bad when I'm tired, and so that's also why videos take a long time for me to get out, because I film them when I'm not working, which is sometimes the nighttime, and when I get really tired, my ADHD gets really bad. It's like kind of everything all at once all the time. So, excuse me if I go off tangent, but I had the flu, and then after that, I got really, really busy with personal stuff. The biggest news is that I am actually going to Ireland, England, and Scotland for 2 weeks starting on Monday. So go over to my Instagram page and you can follow me there. I'm going to hope to post some live videos, also going to post some photos just so you know where I'm at in the universe. And I actually have like 3 videos. Ooh, cat. This is my cat, Margot. This is my cat. Here's Mickey. She's going to be running around. You might also see co-stars of another cat and 2 dogs that I have. But I have videos that are actually made. They're filmed. They just need to be edited. Which, if you've seen my videos, you know they are heavily edited, and I am always looking for a laugh, and it's very important to me to have them be well edited and funny. And that takes time. So, although I have videos that are in raw form, they're not in form for you to see yet. So I thought, let's do a live so we can chat and we can talk and touch base. But I actually have a sewing project, if you can believe it, and you'll actually see me real-time sewing, so you know that it's actually something that I do. But first cool thing, one of the other cool changes, is that I have a new camera, and it's fantastic, and I love it. And that's what this fantastic mic is. Highly recommend, so you'll have some better viewing videos from me, and also hopefully better sounding. Again, hopefully you can see me and hear me, and the music is awesome. I want to do a shout out to the music, because it is actually music that I've used in previous videos. It is from Maka is some of it, and then of course the other company is escaping me of what I use. Infraction, thank you, Infraction. Infraction also does a lot of the music that I use because it's so fantastic. So pretty much all of the background music is just music that I've either used in a video or wanting to use in a video. So fantastic. So they're just a really great channel. They have a YouTube channel too. Once I post this to actual YouTube, I'll go ahead and just post it on there. That's their channel. Some fantastic music. Like I mentioned, sewing project. So since we are going overseas, I wanted to get my husband a really nice new suit, something fun, just something very European in my opinion. So I have a beautiful linen, I believe it is linen, a jacket, but it has shoulder pads, and I feel like for his build and his structure that we need to remove the shoulder pads, because he is a very strong, very built gentleman and does not need further assistance in the shoulder pad area. So that's what we're doing. I wanted to answer any questions of how you are, how I am, what is new. I know that this is very unconventional and something that typically people in my genre of channel don't do, is kind of a sew-along theme thing that I know of. I know some do for Patreon and things like that, but I'm not cool enough for Patreon, and I don't honestly do anything good enough to warrant your money. Your time is one thing, but your money I will not accept in any capacity. And so, yeah, I obviously have been planning this trip. Excuse me, I need to thread my needle. I should have done that in advance. Please don't put me on weekends or something. Since October of last year. It is a big birthday coming up for me. I will not say how many years, but it's a big birthday for me. And, hold on, sorry. It's a big birthday for me and my husband and some of my other family members. And so we're just wanting to go on a huge trip. So we are leaving on Monday, like I said, and we are going to Dublin to start. And then we are going to go kayaking. Oh yeah, I broke my ribs. That happened too. So that is why, a big part of why I haven't been sewing also. I'm gonna go side note for a minute. I was gonna do a video about this just specifically, but since we're here talking as friends, I thought I would add it in here. It's tricky with YouTubers, right? We, us. There's kind of this golden rule that you don't talk about politics. You don't talk about it, you don't post about it, none of that. And for me, I'm in the United States, that's where I live. That's where my home is, that's where my family is, and that's where my friends are. And things are kind of crummy here right now. It's not great, to be honest. And I haven't posted about it on social media. I haven't said anything on the channel here because it's kind of that unspoken golden rule that you don't talk about politics. You don't. It puts your brand at risk, it puts your followers at risk, and it's just not a good idea. But I really wanted to show my support for Ukraine. I wanted to show my support for facts, for logic, for body autonomy, for the Department of Education, the Department of Health. All of these things that are important for us to function in our nation are at risk. And I wanted to do a video about that on my Instagram, but I couldn't sew, and sewing machine. So kind of my whole plan of that all went out the window. Not great, but I might as well mention it here while we're sitting here and we're chatting, is that I have a lot of thoughts and feelings about things, and I feel like if you are someone that, I hate to put it this way, but you know, if facts are something that are made up or something that aren't, welcome to more people joining me. Hi, how are you? Come say hi, because I can't see who's here. I can't see who's here. I just see a blank void of just numbers. So if you are here, tell me hi so I can see how you're doing. We're talking politics, which is great for a brand new brand. Looking to make something of myself, and let's talk politics. So things are rough right now, and I already feel bad enough not mentioning anything around the time of our election, but now things getting escalating to the point where they are, I feel like it is more important now than ever to speak your truth, have a voice, use it, and I feel like especially those in the field of YouTube in general and social media influencers, I feel like we do have a responsibility to try and make a difference whenever we can. I don't have the luxury of a huge following like Jacksepticeye does and going to Thankmas and affecting people on such a level. I only have what I have and what I can say with the little baby platform that I have. But that to say is that I'm not supposed to talk about it. I'm not supposed to do that. And I just did. So there you go. We're breaking the rules. We're rule breakers. It's crazy. Let's get to sewing because apparently that's what we do here. So this is the jacket. Fantastic. So it is a really pretty kind of mint green color. And I want to say it's got kind of like a satin sort of sheen to it. So the sheen. And a lot of shoulder pad, right? Lots of shoulder pad. So hopefully this isn't easy. I think everything is easy. Let's be real, it's not easy. Process of unpicking the seam, right? I totally can do this in the time I have allotted. Unpick the seam and then see if I can like detach the shoulder pad somehow. I feel like, yeah, so I feel like this is a really well made jacket and I'm about to mess it up severely. Yeah, so I'm gonna try it. And worst case, I'm sorry, honey, that I broke your jacket. Okay. Has anybody said hi? I can't see. Live chat. Oh my god, there's a live chat button. Okay. There we go. Sorry, so sorry, guys. Okay. Sorry, now I see I had on a top comment, so apparently someone is my top comment. And now I see everyone. Hi! How are you? Now I see everyone. A wave to you. Hello. Again, I have, of course, never done a YouTube stream before, so I have no idea what I'm doing. I have a rough idea of watching other people, much like my sewing career, to see what's going on. Yeah. So, this is a really nice jacket. I'm so worried I'm gonna ruin it. I can't tell you. And this was probably a little bit more of a higher price point than I should be messing with a garment. But I actually have a video that is, of course, in the bank of me ruining one of my brother's sewing jerseys. So that is a good fun thing that we have coming up. Again, fully filmed, completely and utterly. I just need the editing it. Do you guys like the funny bits that I do? Is that something that you enjoy? Is that something that you like? Because for me, that's one thing that makes it fun for me too, is editing it. because I'm not gonna lie, sometimes sewing can be quite boring. Can be quite boring sometimes when you're just sitting there, like for instance, picking out a seam. Can be quite boring. So yeah, sometimes it's good to make fun and do that. Okay, all right. This is so scary. Okay, so here layers. Can you see the layers? Isn't this camera amazing? Oh my god, look at it. It zooms. Oh, it's fantastic. I love it. I'm hoping that it's not like sewn in. Like I'm hoping it's kind of a crap quality that it's not sewn directly. I'm imagining a sandwich, right? I'm imagining a sandwich. I'm imagining a sandwich, and we want the shoulder pad, which is the meat of the sandwich. Thank you. Yeah. Oh yeah, so let's talk about that. So, the thing about ads, right, is that right now with my current subscriber status, I can't select where I want ads to be. I have to have, I think it's 1,000 subscribers in order to put where I want my own ads, which is wild that I can't do that. But apparently, I can't change it, which sucks. But as soon as I get 1,000 subscribers, you know that I'm changing where those ad breaks are 100,000,000%, because I find it very, very annoying that it's right in the middle of whatever I'm talking about or doing, and then it just hits to ad break. But we're not cool enough yet. We'll be cool enough. I absolutely promise you we'll be cool enough. But not yet. I need to make videos and post them first. So I feel like a surgeon, that's like, the only thing they've ever done is picked up a book, and they have no idea what anatomy is, and that's where we're at. Because I'm looking in here and I have no idea what's happening. Okay, so, okay, I figured it out. Okay, so, jacket, outside, lining, great, and it looks like the shoulder pad is so in there that what I'm thinking is happening is when they sewed the shoulder pad, they sewed it in the layers and then attached the sleeve and sewed it over the whole thing, is what I'm guessing. So I'll show you what I'm seeing, which looks like it has pad stitching onto this layer for strength, and then I think sandwiched, that little black part there is the shoulder pad, I think. So I have a very strong suspicion. Okay. This black part is the shoulder pad, maybe? I'm trying to treat it like a pillow where you can just flip it inside out. But like I said, I think it's tacked to the lining. Like, I wish they had x-ray machines for garments, but like I could just x-ray it and look inside, because I have no idea what's happening here. So if we follow logic, right? So I'm on this part of the jacket. It attaches up here, which I think I have. I think this black part is actually, it's actually it there. I think that's actually what our, I really don't want to open the seam too far because that means I have to sew more. I want to do as minimal amount of sewing as possible. And so I'm worried that if we get in too deep, we're just going to have to sew more. And I am leaving in days, so I want to make sure that I'm not unpicking something that is detrimental to the structure of this garment. Okay, I think we have it, guys. I think that right here, this black piece, I think that's the shoulder pad. What do you think? Okay. Yeah, so it looks like options, guys. Options are that this is tacked to the inside. So this is tacked. So shoulder pad, it's tacked on the sleeve, it's tacked in here. So I think if I release this part here, if I release this part here, I know it doesn't like make any sense, but I think if I move the camera at all, it's gonna get out of control. Okay. You ready? Let's try it. Let's cut. You ready? By cut, I mean pick the seam. Oh my god, I'm not cutting anything. So this suit is, number one, made in Vietnam, but is made by Oak Hill. And I also actually have to pick the labels off of the front, because for some reason they have like a huge label, like, on the sleeve. Like, can we not? Like, if you don't know how to sew, it's just like stressful. I don't know. I think it's tacky. I get it. I appreciate the hustle. Okay. Progress. That is it! Hooray! Okay. Alright. Okay. So here's what it is, right? Oh my god, it goes in so deep. This is a really hardy shoulder pad. No wonder why. Okay, so here it is. This is actually really nice. Like, this is layers pad stitched together. So this is no joke. So this is like how, to my understanding, how you make a shoulder pad, like actually tailoring like a real one. That's impressive. Okay. Alright, so yes, so it is sewn into the shoulder seam, so it's sewn in here. So it's kind of like a forever glued burger. So here's the question, right? So if I pick this seam here, does that undo the entire sleeve completely? That's my question. I know I just said I wasn't gonna cut it, but what do you think? Should we cut it or should we pick the seam? I'm waiting for Miss Carrie Adney Walker to chime in with her opinion of what she thinks. Because when I get into like a really tough spot, I'm like, oh, what should I do here? And there's a delay. There's like a William Adney says, oh boy. Worried that I'm gonna ruin his jacket. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, I think the best option is to cut, because here's my concern, right? My concern is that if I really truly believe, understanding now how garments are made on a mass scale after ruining my brother's bowling jersey, custom bowling jersey, I believe in my heart of hearts that this one seam that goes through all of these layers is what attaches the sleeve to the rest of the jacket. Oh god, she doesn't know. God help us all, she doesn't know. My Obi-Wan doesn't know. Okay. We're just gonna cut it. We can always buy a new one, right? Ooh, we can always buy a new one. Okay. Oh god. I can't close my eyes because I'm the one who's cutting. It's like all over again, me cutting my hair using sewing tools. That was wild. Did you guys watch that video? The video was so crazy and it was so fun to make. It escalated very quickly. But I honestly, between all of us, if one of my own videos doesn't make me laugh, I'm like, okay, something's wrong. And when I can make myself laugh, then I'm like, okay, yeah, this is good. This is a good video. So I'm wondering, cutting this, if I need to be like really neat about it? Do I need to be neat about how we cut it? Can we just like hack at it? Like, do we think that if I don't cut it absolutely perfect that it'll show through to the front of the jacket? What do we think? So stressful. So, I don't know if I've said on the channel or not, but I am a huge, look at this shoulder pad, guys. Seriously, this is insane. But obviously, as you know in my previous videos, I love Markiplier. I love the genre of video games and YouTubers who play video games. Obviously, one of my favorites, as you know, is Jacksepticeye and Markiplier. Some of my favorites. And there was one time where kind of an offhanded comment is that Jacksepticeye mentioned that, sorry, I can't talk and cut at the same time. Streamers are always hungry. They go on before they start streaming when they're hungry. Thank you. Help me clean it up. And I was like, oh, that's so weird. Why would you stream when you're hungry? And then you sit there and you're hungry the whole time. I am literally starving. I did have lunch, which is shocking for me. But my dinner is getting cold. And I'm not saying that to make you feel bad, because I love spending time with you. But I just thought the anecdote was very funny that indeed, I don't know how it worked out that I was supposed to be streaming tonight and home. So here's what I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna, this is a lot of bulk to cut, and I've gotten part way, right? We're doing good. We got part way. Part way, can you see? Part way. However, I'm kind of concerned that I'm gonna like lose track here. So I'm just gonna cut it across. Oh god, okay, it's fine. I'm like 90% certain this is the shoulder pad, so it's fine, right? Okay, let's just go. I'm keeping an eye on my computer battery, because my computer battery is such a crummy thing. That's the next thing we're gonna get, is a new computer. Well, a used computer, because I can't stomach a new computer. I'm so sorry. I like to take my husband's old used ones. Because I can't justify it. I can't. Okay. Sewing stuff and fabric, I can totally justify. Way too much fabric. Like, back there in that corner, that's fabric. This is packing stuff, by the way. This doesn't normally look like this. This is me packing. I'm gonna try really hard not to become a travel vlogging channel, but we're just gonna be there for so long and filming so much that it might become a little offshoot of that. Okay, we got it. We're cut out. No, I don't have any coffee. I actually have taken a break for coffee for a hot minute. And so it's quite late. Makes me sound so old. It's not but it also, I'm like trying to invest in myself better, especially after getting sick. Like, I kid you not, I got the flu, and then after that, the flu lingered forever, and then before I got the flu, I had just gotten over like bronchitis and pneumonia and crap like that, and I'm just like, as soon as I got the flu, number one, I'm getting a flu shot from here on out for the rest of my life. And then I got well, and I'm like, I need to like invest in my health a little bit more. So I'm trying that. I don't think that's a thing. What kind of stat build are we working on? Use that. I would say charisma for sure. It's a very high charisma suit. I have told my husband that he needs to get a brown loafer to match with this. Because it just, I think black is not going to go well. My doggo, come say hi! Come say hi, this is Maggie. Hi, come say hi to everybody. Say hi. Hi. Okay, thank you. Yes, hi. I know. Hello. I know. Thank you so much. I know. Go lay down, please. Thank you. Okay, we're cut, guys. It's cut off. Okay. All right, here we go. So let's see. So that's not too bad. I can stitch that, hand sew that. It's pretty great. Okay. Ooh. We might actually have this part of the project done before my battery dies. Can you imagine? Okay. Oh, I've creased it. Ugh. Good. Yeah. The sleeve is still on, which is great. And it doesn't really look, I mean, I'll have to see when it's on, but I feel like once, you know, a human body fills that out, oh, I'm gonna get a dress form. I'm so excited. Sidetrack, I'm so excited. Oh my god. So yeah, I think that looks good. What do we think? It's got more movement, which is great, and I feel like is so much better. So yeah, I think that's it. I think that'll do it for that. And then only about that much. So that shouldn't be too bad for me to hand sew, just to make sure that I do my very best. I actually even have thread that matches, kind of, I think. I for some reason thought that gold doesn't match, but I have some over there. There. That's my little sewing thing that has nothing on it. Okay. I feel like we're good. So, we get started on the other side. Yeah, like, look at the difference. Like, I think it's going to be so much better. This is one of my lights, by the way. This is the chaos that you don't see on my filming. And one thing that I do want to mention that I don't know if you realize this, but I realize this. I look so dead in the body when I'm doing my videos because of my ADHD. I am so animated and my hands are always, as you can tell, just constantly having a mind of their own. And so I absolutely try and keep my arms out as much as possible to keep the editing consistent, because if I'm talking with my hands as much as I do, editing is such a nightmare. So I sit there and try not to move and I look like this weird, it's very strange, but it's so hard to edit because I'm all over the place. As you can see, me being live, this is me unedited and it needs some editing for sure. Okay, how much battery do we have, you guys? 7 minutes of battery left on my computer. Fantastic. Okay, so I guess you'll have to stay tuned and see the rest of the jacket and go over to my Instagram, follow me there so you can hopefully see the finished jacket if he'll let me post a picture of him in the jacket. Absolutely follow me on Instagram so you can see my adventures. It's gonna be so exciting to see some fantastic things, medieval castles, and Universal Harry Potter, and all of the things. Please go follow me there. My computer's gonna die. I love you. Thank you for being here. I'm so glad you stopped by. If you guys dig the lives, I will do it more often. We'll work on a project, we'll chit chat, but I miss you. I promise I will be back, and that is a classic YouTuber thing to say, is that I am back and then not be back, because that's what I did on my last video, saying I was back and then I wasn't, but I am for reals. Yes, subscribe to the channel and do a notification so you know when I'm live. I'll give you more warning. I didn't have time to make a thumbnail, so I'm like, I'm just gonna go live. It's gonna be great. I'll give you more warning. That way we can all be together and chat. But thank you so much for joining me on my first live. I hope the music was great. I hope the vibe was great. You know what's going on with me. I was super sick, broke my ribs, going on a 2-week trip. Then I'll be back making videos. Videos are raw but need to be edited. They have to be funny. I won't post bullshit. And I'll see you all in my next video. Maggie says it's time for dinner, so I gotta go. Love you. Bye. We stop it? I don't know how.